Hello, it is Matt, and welcome to episode, 82 of Gross Oversimplifications, where I talk about how to do stuff to your guitar yourself. I am wearing a hat again. Saves me brushing my hair. Anyway, that's why. I'm not going bald. I probably am. Doesn't matter. So, I was debating doing this episode. I've meant to sort of address it for a while, because it's a bit of a contentious subject, and I might cop some flack for my opinion here. But keep in mind, I fixed a lot of guitars over the years and seen some things. So I'm going to cheat a bit because I do ramble on a bit. What we're going to talk about today is neck shims. Okay, and if you don't know what a neck shim is, essentially, if you've got a bolt-on guitar neck or bass or whatever, it's stuck to the body. Like this bit is bolted or screwed to the body. And that's usually how it is. And if you've got a carefully built, carefully considered guitar, then you're all good. Don't worry about it. If you find out that somehow over the years, or maybe you got a different bridge or something's happened, and you find out that no matter how low you make your bridge, the strings are too high from the fretboard, especially at this end, you might find that if you put a little shim in the neck, so there's a little something between here and the body, it might be enough just to kick it up a bit, and then you get enough range so you can make your adjustments again. Or it's quite common on your like offset Fenders, where they're built with minimal break angle, particularly Jazzmasters and Jags. And sometimes kicking the neck up a tiny bit means you can raise the bridge, increasing the angle over the saddles, and they tend to stay in their slots a bit better. Okay? Now that's off our chest. I'm going to talk about the real pickle. It's not. So I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes talking about shims. Okay. So look, what I make shims out of, first up, is hardwood veneer. Like I use maple usually because it's maple neck. And generally I'll just cut a bit off. I won't stick it down. But I'll kind of like put a piece off. I just snap this off, but I'll put it on, trace around the heel, cut it out with some scissors, and then stick it. Just avoid the screw holes. Okay. And that's usually enough to kick it up. And this is like a mil, half a mil, whatever it is. I've got varying thicknesses, and sometimes I taper it a tiny bit. But that is the traditional way of doing it. And I've seen pieces of plastic, I've seen picks, I've seen pieces of cardboard and sandpaper and all sorts of things as shims. Okay. And lots of people are like, that is terrible for your guitar. It's really kicked off lately because there's a product you can buy that is a full neck shim. So it's actually the entirety of this neck pocket for full surface contact. Okay. They're pretty good. They've got a little angle built into them, so you can buy various angles. Good product. But the way that they've worded things has increased people's sensitivity to the subject in a way that's kind of ridiculous. So number one, they say that it's better for vibrational transference. Okay. And I'm sorry to tell you, if you've got an air gap in your neck pocket, and they all kind of do, because the wood is, not really uniform, and the neck pocket's not really uniform, even on really good things. If you've got a micron of air, then the vibration is not happening. So if you want it to be perfectly coupled, then it has to be a molecular bond, like a glued-in neck, or a neck through. Something like that. So the vibrational transference, I don't buy. The other thing people say that moisture will get in, again, moisture will get in if there's a micro. That's not a thing. The other thing is people say that over time, if you've got a little shim and a bit of a gap, what you'll do is deform the neck, and this bit will somehow bend. And I'm telling you, if you can bend a piece of maple this thick, or the body, which is that thick or roundabout, with a shim and some pressure, then good on you. Because I've seen a lot of guitars, some 70 years old with shims, and that does not happen. If your neck is deforming because of a little bit of extra pressure here, it's not actually extra pressure, it's just moved, then you've got other problems. Your neck is seriously structurally compromised if that's happening. Necks will kick up a little bit here, but that is not related to a shim. It's related to how it's attached and the pressure it's under. That's it. Look, I might be wrong, but hopefully I've kind of put that one to bed. If not, you go to bed.